Hello ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Pyre. This is where we left off from. We had to go and choose a star, so that's what we're going to do. We have got the Voltage Planner, so remind ourselves once again what that's about. So let's have a look. So as we can see, this is the plan progress. Rites to the next liberation. So we don't know when exactly. Liberation rite conducted. So we've got one. Basically, yeah, we've only just done one. So this just tells me where everybody else sits as well on the board, whether there's this is... so we've got the Essence there, of course. We played that's us, the Nightwings, obviously. The Withdrawn. And we're going all the way down to here, like the Temperors. So they're going down, so they're probably losing their at the moment. They're not really... They're sort of drawn a cup, maybe they've lost one and gain one, but these ones are the ones that to look out for. Withdrawn and the Chastity, the Accusers, and the Pyre Hearts. Obviously, they're the ones going up, so they're the ones to look out for. So let's choose where our next destiny may be. We've got Habu, the Midnight Star. The Midnight Star burns bright over the charn of Habu. Lado is already on his way. Or Lendil, sorry. Interact to challenge the Accusers here next. So the Accusers, we know, are currently 5. So they got times. Okay, so 5 and they've won 5 and lost 4. We are obviously haven't lost any, so hopefully that's going to continue on. So we can go against them, or we got the choices over here. We can go the Oars of the Arazu Star. The Arazu Star burns bright over the Hulk of Oars. Barker is already on his way. So we got the this distances. So and they are the distances. So that would probably do us okay. You know, if we go up against them, we're expected to win that one. And finally, we have Lu, the Venture Star. The Venture Star burns bright over the glade of Lu. Okay, the Withdrawn. So the Withdrawn, I think they're going to be our most toughest allies. They are the closest to us. I think 36, but I mean, although they lead because of the extra win over the Essence. So even though they have the same favor, and there we go. So who do we go for? Should we go with... Let's go with the Oars of Azure Star. We'll go there next. That would be our next adversaries in the Rites. We're going to reface them again.
Well, I'm gonna be butting heads against old Barker again, are we, chum? Guess it helps to know ahead of time so I can brush up on my grovelling.
He then shares with you what he knows of your next opponent. Barker Ashpore, a Voltite Cure whose pack the distance conduct the rites more so for thrill than freedom. Barker on the other side, Barker never quite took to the culture of the Commonwealth and often ran afoul of the law for various acts of brushness and vandalism. He always promised to go straight, and in time he found a certain niche, for he was an accomplished hunter. And the people of the Commonwealth did have an appetite Barker relished the hunt more than anything and spent his earnings on a variety of questionable things. One particular recluse evening, Barker was caught revealing himself on the floor of the statue of the Justice Adorables. Is that the fifth? And that was the end of his citizenship. In the downside, it seems he caught no notice of the distances, who, in turn, must have observed his speed, velocity, and fearlessness. He is now the best of them. He is now the best of them. Barker's reputation grew among the exiled curs of the Drumor Valley region, where he is feared and unfriend of taking what he wants.
Not long after they flushed me down, I was just trying to make ends meet and made a deal with him. In hindsight, let's just say it was a bad idea. He could make my life go real sour if he wants. Anyways, I better go pass out. We got a long few days ahead.
You with Rookie a restful evening. You wish Rookie a restful evening. In turn, it is too late to take flight, though tomorrow you can press on. Continue your journey. We've got something in the wagon. Let's have a quick chat. Maybe it's Rookie again. Oh, it's Faye. It's going to quickly speak to Faye. See what she has to say. Faye? Faye seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the rite, he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that. Then he left to go find Mr. Delbert, who went on ahead. And so, I think that maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those who we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He is very lucky to have met Mr. Delbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then. It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they're gonna go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You know, you want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. This is what I think, little brother, and I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Alma and Mr. Delbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, mister. You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Wish her well. Ah, poor old Faye, she's not quite... She's got her own little world, really, hasn't she? And I think that's not a bad thing. Whatever makes her want to continue on in this crazy old world that they live in, I think that's pretty much down to her. She's a good sort. Anyway, let's take off. Ooh, gotta hold down that button. So off we go. We're going up into the world above. We're going to be facing on Rookie's old time friends. As you saw above the waters of Worm Gulf, you notice Sir Gilman slither up to you very slowly.
We are very high above the waters. If this knight is not mistaken, this knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface. There's numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial in the custom of his kind.
Oh, it's almost saying as if it's a fact, like, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, right? Right. Move around. What?
The Hook of Oars. It has drifted here upon the sea for longer than one might expect. Perhaps you have already read of the doomed ship's demise in the embrace of unfathomable plurons. Some say it was the sea itself which preserves the ship's remains, hidden properties within the water, sea creatures binding together ruined planks of wood. Those such as yourself and the distance known another truth, I gather. The stars would not align over the wreckage if it did not have greater significance than first appears. May you have good fortune there during the coming rite.
Okay. Undertaking passing. Pass. Or Ragged Rock. Which two do we go to? Let's have a look. Oh, there's another one here. Fatimus Trench. Okay. The north current towards the Hulk of Oars runs as quick as undertaking oars himself. Sir Gilman insists that waters along the path contain riches for those who can find them. And the Ragged Rock, this is Jordaril's, observes that this current to be Hulk of Oars is teeming with fish. So it's be giving us food. If Tizzo wants to fish for something tasty here. I think we should get the food. I think we should go with the. I mean, we could go with either. Well, in that case, we could go Fathomless Trench, but I think we go in this case with Jordaril. Let's land. Sea of Souls. You touch down at the Sea of Souls, where you first encounter Sir Gilman and the Prayer Hearts. You soon shall carry on by sea, though for now you have some time to spare. Fish for denizens of the deep. Let's go fishing, shall we? With your remaining time this day, you set your mind to the ancient art of fishing as you drift among the boundless waters of Ragged Rock. You still have nothing to show for your efforts today, however, when Jordaril approaches to check on you...
Good hunting, reader. I believe in you.
Just then, your lures rig. Moments later, one of the slippery Denzens is in your grasp. You thank Jordaryl for her contribution. You caught an 8-ring reader. Hi fisho. Hi fish? What? Relish your victory. Okay, so let's go quickly into the wagon before we continue on. Let's speak with Jordaryl. She's obviously got something she wants to add. You find Jordaryl seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether even to bother her.
Your presence is not unwelcome, reader. Remain a moment, please.
She stares at you for some time.
Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile.
Oh wow, she's been there for 16 years. You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen.
I have kept count, put notches in this breastplate of mine for each passing day. Notice how much it has faded. 16 years, reader. The orphans whom I fostered would be long since fully grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed to one day serve with me on the blood border. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if I still were a captain. Could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? I think not. The Commonwealth and the high-wing remnants, they have fought entirely. Those such as I have come and gone throughout the age. I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then, had I remained there on the blood border, it is unlikely I would have lived to see this day.
She looks at you again.
Do you know why they cast me down? I was decorated captain, they said. I was the best.
She closes her eyes for a moment before she continues.
One day, it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of harp fiddlings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were noticing for my regiment. They were nothing for my regiment. We assured them all and took them in. A considerable prize. They were not yet conditioned and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts, though one such as me, it was unconstitutional. So I thought, then, at least in my younger years, I let the damned birds go, made no claims as to the contrary, and turned myself in. I was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus, my enemies had the last laugh in that exchange. If I were faced with the same choice again today, I do not think for certain that I would have chosen just the same. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion as I have always done. Be well, reader.
She heads out of the wagon alone. Royster bio updated for Judo. Okay. Alright, so let's continue on our journey. Where are we going? We're going to Hawk of Oars. I think that is the only place I can go, so let's go down to there. So realistically, that's why. Okay, that is why Juderal has always been against Pantheon and her kind, I guess. Just because that was pretty much the point in where she had those feelings against them. You know, had she executed them, she wouldn't be here now. But then she wouldn't be the person she is. So I guess she does see that. But obviously she doesn't like the fact that those feather ones didn't do her any good. Right, here in the boundless waters of the Sea of Sorus, you encounter a messenger imp, come to deliver news and rumours from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated in the fall of Solemn. You learn Hedwyn's returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before he stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Volthred's agent and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revelation grow stronger. Press the messenger imp custom. The last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going, I'll see you here." Good old Hedwyn got out, and he's doing his best to make sure we can all get back safely, I think. You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about it.
He did it.
Yeah, that's how it's done. Hedwyn, right behind you, chum.
Wonderful. If he'll ever find the one he fell for.
A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us.
I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Your companions gained one hope for the next rite. Wish Hedwyn luck. Yes, we do. We absolutely do 100% wish him luck. I hope he does find his true love. We will continue on to the rite in the next episode, because I am run right out of time. So hopefully you can join me then. That is good news about Hedwyn. I'm really glad that he managed to find something for himself now. He's got what he needs. He's got what he deserves. He's going to help try and help us, I'm sure, get out. And hopefully we'll all meet up when this ends. But that's for another time, because we're going to end this episode here. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it for any reason, hit the dislike button. Don't forget, if you're here for the first time and you've managed to get through that stupidness, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. That will notify you when we've uploaded our next episode or another one of my videos. That's all we've got time for. Thanks very much for watching. As always, keep it funny. Bye for now. Bye-bye.